gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko chiefdom, and a true prince to the house of Mamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of our people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
Good morning and welcome to the Som TV Morning Show. It's a wonderful morning here on Som TV, and I know a lot of you are out there looking forward to this wonderful program that comes up every morning, Mondays to Friday. And with me this morning is the Director of News and Public Affairs on Som TV, Mr. Erada Nekukwe. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham. Good morning to you out there.
Welcome to it seems the rain zone want to go on break.
It's good for the farms. I think it should continue like this. I think this one will be good for those that planted beans and other crops that needs.
Yes, and I noticed my garden at home. It has grown beyond my expectations because okay. Because the rain keeps coming. Some of the vegetables I've planted, they've gotten to a height that I've never seen them got into before, and I believe that it is the rain that helped in this.
And maybe the land, the soil too, the quality of the soil too matters.
Yes. It's just a very small place where vegetable planted. And talking about today's date is today's is 24th of September, and it's the birthday of one of the gentlest man I know around here. That is Mr. Moses Peter. Please can you display his gentle face for us? Mr. Moses Peter. Mr. Moses Peter is the studio manager of Som TV. He's a first-class mass communication graduate of Taraba State University, and he's one of the brains behind whatever we do here. So happy birthday to Mr. Moses Peter.
Peter the Rock is a nice gentleman, a very jolly fellow to work with. He's committed to his duties and responsibilities. He does his job well, and one of the best hands we have here at Som TV. Happy birthday to the guru himself.
Okay, happy birthday from all of us at Som TV, Taraba News, and the old Taraba Business holders. Wish you many happy returns. Well, with that, let's go straight to the papers. Let's see if there are some happy stories here for us.
Let's see.
Let's go to Daily Trust. Daily Trust, the major headline says, Union rejects sale of oil and gas assets. Criticism has continued to trade the alleged plan by federal government to sell part of its equity in joint venture oil and gas. So there has been a lot of criticism on that. The union of the opinion that this asset shouldn't be sold. Let me just take it. The Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria Pengasin and the Nigerian Union of Petroleum Natural Gas Workers NUPEN yesterday warned that the plan could undermine the nation's economic stability, weaken our oil sector, and endanger workers' welfare. They said the alleged plan could hand over the control of the nation's oil and gas sector to a few powerful individuals, discourage investment and destabilize industry. This is just as a petroleum economic expert warned that the sale of the Federation equity in the deep water resources could undermine the country's economic sovereignty and revenue stability. Daily Trust report that insider within the federal government oil and gas sector also said that the plan to strip the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, NNPC, of its powers in managing the joint ventures of production sharing contracts on behalf of millions of Nigeria through amendment of the Petroleum Industrial Act has gone far. So according to the source, who does not want to be named because of the sensitive nature of the matter, some of the powers that could be taken away from the NNPCL could be handed over to the Nigeria Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, which in turn makes it both a regulator and a player in the oil and gas sector. Well, as far as I'm concerned, this sector is a sector that have not, if you ask me on a scale of 1 to 10, it has not performed even up to the scale of 2. If you tell me to rate them, I wouldn't rate them 2 because of the enormous potential in this sector compared to what we've been able to achieve with it. So it is, to me, we should not look at it holistically and just pick out the negatives in the sales. We should look at this asset critically. Look at those that want that, if sold, will be profitable without undermining our security or economy. And those that have become a drain on our economy, a drain on our resources, I think they should be given to more competent hands to handle. We've seen people do business with the same amount of money we use for turnaround. People have built facilities much more bigger. Dangote Refinery is an example. So why will we continue to pump in money into these assets? But we shouldn't condemn it all. We should have a proper discussion. Which should be sold? Which should be left? Which should be managed? Which should be liberalized? These are the things we should be talking about.
Yes, I agree with you. You know, I think they should not be saying it should not be sold. They should be saying whosoever is going to buy this should be the person that is going to ensure that the company sustains the growth that is supposed to. When they go all out to say they are against the sale of the company under the JV arrangement, then I think something is wrong with it. Well, it may be a strategy that they want to start with this, so they'll move to the stage where they want to be determinant of who buys it. It will be somebody that they trust, since they're experts and they've been there for years. They have this capability of knowing whoever is better fit to buy the company. Maybe that's what they're driving at. It could be a step at a time, maybe. But for them to come all out and say they are against the privatization like that, then I think it's not going to augur well for us and for them. That's the truth.
Yes, because we have to look at those assets critically. Those that have been a drain on our resources should be handed over, sold, or privatized in such a way that people can manage them to the, and then the government regulates. They will have regulatory bodies. And those that are selling them out of security, may be of security concern to the nation or may make us lose some of our control, then those can be kept. But to me, like the refineries that we have, Port Harcourt, I don't see any reason why. No, I don't think anybody, apart from government money, we keep on or we hold on to that place with the amount of money are spent into it, with not a single liter of production.
One of their concerns is job loss. We've seen instances where companies are privatized and they ended up standing on their feet, so much so that they employ more people, they become more viable in service delivery, and they become more functional, become more beneficial to the society. So they should not just like we keep saying on this platform, if they have any other thing that we have not seen, that they want to come out clearly and say, okay, because of this, that specifically then they should bring up those concerns. For them to just say a blanket statement that we don't want it to be sold because, as I said, we're afraid that some few individuals will gain more power over the company and decide to let whosoever they don't like go and other things like that. It's not actually a good argument for their agitations. Yeah. So we look forward to them understanding that what we want as Nigeria is that the company should be functional and it should be beneficial to Nigerians in the long run. And if privatizing it is going to give us that, there is nothing wrong with it.
Look at it. Dangote refinery, while it was going on, over 30,000 people were working at the refinery site, and and over 9,650 expatriates. So if it, from what he said, Dangote has said that the project employs will be able to increase to a workforce of 57,000 personnel, both directly and indirectly.
From 30,000?
Yes, from that this thing. Now, if you look at the NNPC, as at Q1 2025, the NNPC workforce is at 5,495. 5,000? Yes, about 5,000. That's for the NNPC. While, they are employing the NNPC refineries. 2020, the three refineries together at 1,898 staffs. That is just to break down. So, but I don't have an up-to-date. This is about 3-4 years ago. Now you can see with the money, look at the money that have gone into Dangote refineries. And it came out to say that he has been able to pay back his debt. Can the NNPC and all this say same?
I don't think so. I don't think so. If except if the multi-headed, what do you call it, corruption has eaten up every good thing that should have come out of organizations like the government-owned NNPC and other organizations like that. I think the best thing for Nigeria is to look at capable hands, not just privatizing. Look at capable hands, not necessarily Nigerians, because at times we indigenize some of these things and it ends up becoming a very big problem for us. Let's bring people who are capable. We don't really want to know whether they're from the Middle East or from the West or from the North. If they are capable, so much that they can deliver on the services that the organization is supposed to, then let's just give them and see how it goes.
Okay. So let us also, Senator, the Sun, let's go to the Sun newspaper. Senator Natasha resumes after 6 months suspension. Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan has assumed office after the expiration of a 6 month suspension. She arrived at the National Assembly at about 1:10 p.m. I was greeted by fans at the car park beside the arcade of the complex. She then proceeded to her office, where she sat on a chair, addressed newsmen and well-wishers. In her address, she vowed not to apologize to the Senate if that's the condition of her return, saying that would be apologizing for the injustice meted out to her. Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended on March 6 for 6 months after a dispute with Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Now, I think this drama between the Senate and Akpoti-Natasha should come to an end now, and serious business. Enough of this drama. The Senate is not a place for drama from both the leadership of the Senate and Natasha Akpoti. This should be kept, whatever it is, because it is the resources of Nigerians that has been wasted. It is our time that has been wasted over issues like this.
It's becoming petty.
It has always, from day one, it was petty to me.
So the best thing for the National Assembly, that's the leadership of the Senate, to do now is to, even if she doesn't want to apologize, let's just allow it go. After all, she has served her punishment until she go against the rule of the Senate again. There is no need for all this unnecessarily heating up of the activities of the Senate. Let's just allow her continue her activities for the benefit of people who elected her into that place, and see how Nigeria can get better.
And if any of them feels maybe one person or the other have done, if the Senate President feels she has labeled him by saying you're a Rasta, he should sue her as a private citizen.
Not as
or he should sue as a private citizen. The same thing with Natasha Akpoti. If she feels she's been harassed by the Senate president, she should sue him as a private citizen, and don't drag this institution into their private affairs. So I think we should see an end of this, and let us move on to better things.
Yes, we as Nigerians are not ready to keep reducing our Senate to theater where dramas have been performed. All this drama, for 6 months. It coincided with this issue of River State state of emergency and other things like that. Yes. It gave Nigerians so many things to discuss, and those discussions have turned out not to be beneficial to us as a nation. So let's discuss things that are beneficial, that after it, maybe after 6 months, we have stable power supply. After 6 months, we have corruption being purged from our system and other things like that.
Okay, let's go to the Punch. The Punch has it here at 8.41 trillion naira ETF drains economy, fuels investor doubts. Nigeria lost crude oil valued as a staggering 8.41 trillion naira to theft and metering deficiencies between 2021 July 2025, according to the latest data sourced from the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission. Although the regulators celebrated recent progress in reducing daily losses to their lowest level in nearly 16 years, experts warn that the cumulative economic toll remains devastating and exposes governance failure in the oil sector. NUPRC analysis showed that Nigeria lost 37.6 million barrels of crude in 2021, 20.9 million barrels in 2022, 4.3 million barrels in 2023, 4.1 million barrels in 2024, and 2.04 million barrels between January and July 2025. Using Statista's average Brent crude prices, these losses translate to $2.66 billion in 2021. That is with barrels at $70 per barrel each. Look at it. The money we've lost so far, if you look at it, is something that in total the losses amount to $5.161 billion, equivalent to 8.41 trillion naira at the current exchange rate of about 1,500 naira per dollar. To put this into perspective, the stolen value could have built 56,074 primary health centers at 150 million each, funded 129,401 classroom blocks at 65 million naira each, and constructed 10,191 kilometers of road at 825 million per kilometer. Just by comparison, the federal government allocated just 11 trillion for 468 road projects in the 2025 budget, barely 1/8 of the value of oil losses in 4.5 years. The 8.41 trillion also exceed the entire 2.48 trillion health budget and nearly triples the 3.52 trillion education budget for 2025. These are, when you break this into what we could have done with this money, then you know that we've really made losses. And why are we making these losses? Those are the questions that should be asked. Who are responsible? Is it administrative? Are they saboteurs? Is it people from within or people from without or together? These are the things that we need to be talking about, and we need to begin to see those who are involved, whether mismanagement, misappropriation, theft. They should be brought to book and punished.
Yes, brought to book and punished. I was thinking when you were making that analysis that how come countries in the Middle East, countries who have oil resources, how come they're managing this without some of these challenges that we have of oil bunkering and other things like that? Then I reached the point where I realized that it's just political will of those in leadership and tight security measures. Because most instances is that these criminals take advantage of the loopholes in the security of those facilities and they exploit it to their own benefits. You have to satellite technologies where whosoever is doing this thing can be tracked, can be seen, and deployment be made to arrest them and prosecution be enforced, not just arresting and like that, and it goes away. If you see it, you will notice that these facilities are located in some communities or close to a particular community. And those people in that community, there is no way they will see vehicular movement or movement around those facilities that they will not be able to dictate that these are either criminals or government officials. What will government officials go to that place around their community to collect crude oil? It must be criminals. So if you give those communities the kind of incentives or the kind of security that is needed, they should be able to give intelligence information in real time so that we can curb this thing. So finally, it boils down to leadership and security architecture. So long as we don't do this, we keep having problems. The Middle East countries who have a lot of oil are enjoying the proceeds of their natural resources.
Yes.
But ours here is being siphoned to private individuals because of some of these leakages. And imagine what will happen to Nigeria if there is no corruption and there is no this thievery and other things. Imagine how Nigeria will become.
Well, I think with what we've seen, we need more security in those areas and also do things that will be an incentive for those around it, because the reports say that most of the losses is at the shallow water area. So it is being done in the shallow water area, so you can really calculate the. And while this vandalization is going on, it leads to environmental degradation, the people around there. And in terms of the military itself, the security architecture there, it has been compromised several times. You see, until you find out that it reduced when, I think now the state has reduced to about 9,000 barrels per day, while in the past it used to be more. There was a time Nigeria could even do up to 1 million barrels per day, but now we're doing like 2 million barrels, but we still have about 400,000 barrels below our capacity. So if you look at when Tantara, by government of Pomodolo, Tompolo, when it began guiding this area, our oil production increased. It increased much more, to the point that it was having squabbles with some security agency. I think there's more to be done. There are a lot of sabotage by people who are supposed to be in charge of these things around that area, and until we stop, and if we don't develop those areas, they wouldn't see those things as assets. They will see as liability or as opportunity for them to tap into the national case. Because they can't keep watching crude flowing through their land, going into other places, and they have nothing to gain for it.
No hospitals, no good roads.
No good roads, no water to drink, and the rest of it. Their environment gets degraded. Nothing is done to clean up the environment. So these are the things that enables this kind of things. Okay, so let's just go to Vanguard before we go on break. Vanguard, the major airline, say 14 banks fully met new capital requirements, says CBN. CBN reduced interest rate to 27%. External reserve hits $43 billion. NECA demand reforms to ease cost of living crisis. Let's see the main story. Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Yemi Cardoso, said yesterday that 14 Nigerian banks have fully met the new capital requirements in the ongoing recapitalization exercise. Cardoso disclosed this while presenting a communique from the 302 second meeting of Monetary Policy Committee, MPC of the CBN in Abuja yesterday. This is even as the Apex Bank reduced monetary policy rate, MPR, by 50 basic points from 27.5% to 27%, just as private operators commend the action and call for more reforms to ease the cost of living for Nigeria. So also, the last bank recapitalization exercise in Nigeria was in 2004, when CBN raised the minimum capital requirement for all banks from 2 billion to 25 billion naira. Now there's a significant increase that led to major consolidation. Number of banks was reduced from 89 to 25 through a series of mergers and acquisitions. Now, in the current capitalization exercise, commercial banks with international authorization now have a new capital requirement of 500 billion naira. Commercial banks with national authorization have 200 billion as capital requirement, and commercial banks with regional authorization have 50 billion naira. Merchant bank has a requirement of 50 billion naira. Non-interest banks, national, 20 billion, and non-interest bank, regional, 10 billion. and say 14 banks fully met the new capital requirement. I think this is one of the major policies of this CBN, and they've done well to strengthen the banks again.
That's a very good move. It is geared towards long-term stability of the bank, and that is what it all entails, and that's how it's supposed to be. If these policies are meant to safeguard the investments of Nigeria, and that's investments of Nigerians, and bettering the lots of Nigerians, then so be it. I'm in support of this. I think it is a good move. Considering that we're having more banks who are meeting the requirements, is a good sign for us. Let's see how it goes. We look forward to this being sustained, so much so that Nigerians will benefit.
Okay, yes, definitely we look forward to this. Well, let us go on the break. When we come back, the morning show continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko Chiefdom, and a true prince to the House of Mayamen. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of our people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, we shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Good morning this morning, my country people. How una day? I hope you say una wake up fine. Yes, so I welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this in our section, we would always knack una latest story concerning the happening things for inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. My name is Esther Oka Steven, and with me this morning, and no any other person but una. When you say una, they watch this program. Yes, so make una follow me to Touchlight Matter on Facebook or to Some TV. Even yourself will be there for YouTube at Some TV Live. Yes, so just as I earlier tell una, say na matter things where they happen for inside the country. Now we dey touch, as I dey talk to una so. You get to one correct one when it don't happen for inside our country or my country people. As one professor don't come outside, come call out companies when it be said that they sponsor this our big brother Niger instead of our academic research. Yes, this man na no any other person but Professor Chrissy Obasi. In come outside the come talk to say, in short self now 191. In talk this one for our Channels TV. Yes, that television where they call them says Channels TV. Now for dear nine Professor Chrissy Obasi, go there come one, come talk to say chronic lack of funding for inside our academic research for inside our Nigerian university. Yes, said companies when it be said they're supposed to they assist in the research of this our schools, this our academic sectors. Them when they say they're supposed to they provide money, that the money now they call funding. When they give them so that they go they sponsor their research them. So these companies come begin go they do one for big brother Niger people with them. Yes, my market women go they look and talk and say which one be big brother Niger. Now one program when it be said they show for this our Nigerian television. Yes, when it be said these people that they act film that they call them say big brother Niger for inside our Nigeria here. Yes, so now actors and actresses in them be so that they make film, that they make movies when it be say children they watch, and at the end of the day they will come choose person when it be say he win for the sector for their part when it be say they play. Where certainly they will call even knock the winner almost 150 million. Anybody will mean that they give that person that kind of money. So now this company when it be say Obasi come outside now, come talk say that money is too much now. You know, verse for inside the matter, but in the tell them say as they do for big brother Nigeria, make them also they remember our schools with them. My country people not be correct now Obasi talk. You know just be professor of my country people as they talk to now. This one a man and a person when it be say they specialize in employment relations and human research management. Yes. In look in Touchlight Matter in talk say I beg, make these companies them say make them they do something for this our academic sector. When myself come look this story when it be say I hear waiting in talk now somebody come sweet me. Yes. Second we say this program as I can see and the program is good well it's very very entertaining, but it don't carry the part of many of our children them, especially youth. Not be just youth, yo. Youth self young better sake of say many of them now graduate, many of them then this, many of them they don't mature. And then they talk to now, so not just go for you to side. Or even children say that they watch this program. As their parents, this our Gen Z parents, that they love this Big Brother Nigeria, so their children too. They don't get time to watch a cartoon again. Yes. You know, be like those days when it be say we go to watch all this our Tom and Jerry, Vote Run, all those things. Cartoon now, so they talk to now, so they will call live cartoon say now for 1 year, 6 months. They made they can do no. 6 years old children, they know they agree watch again. I said they talk to now so. 7 years old children, they agree watch again. All of them now big brother Niger. You go shock on and say 7 years old bikini, yes, 7 years old bikini, 6 years old bikini, go call the name of actors and actresses when they're there for inside this program, this movie, this film, when they beside they talk so. They will call their name one after the other as they talk to us. So, but the name of newspaper, these children, they're not going to call and finish. Even 2 newspapers, this people not go call. But they go fit to call name of our actors and actresses for this film when they say they watch. Check up say their parents like I not fit to beat them, say make them go watch cartoon. Yes. Children go call name of actors and actresses for inside this program when they talk so state, 36 state and capital, they not go fit to talk and finishing. Parents. This one when it be say Obasi come outside come they talk concerning these people well this company when it be say then they fund Big Brother Nigeria. It's also reach on our side. You might not look at saying just come here to come call name of companies to them when it be say that they fund this program. Yes. So parents una own self e dey for there. So make una dey try. Why I carry children on come now because of say the one wey me myself in my eye see pass power. Parents make una try. As I be saying, na Gen Z generation now we dey so na civilized this is so children don't 6 even self pikin wey be 15 years is not there above to watch a cartoon. Make una dey give them cartoon channels to watch now. Yes. Make una give them cartoon channels to watch. Correct programs today, not be just cartoon where they go they run, they fly. Counting, ABCD, stories, Bible stories, your religious book, all of them is there. If you want time, is there for inside the cartoon. Cartoon, they teach you moral lesson. Yes. So, Bikonu, as Chrissy or Basi don't come outside now to come touch light matter, I go call the names of these companies for now. Yes. These companies, they do well. Yes, these companies, when it be say, Chrissy or Basi don't come call. Yes, the companies, when it be say, then they sponsor this Big Brother Nigeria. He call companies like Guinness Nigeria, Guinness Nigeria, Bet Nigeria, Pepsi them, their company, Techno company. Una they do well. Yes, now they support those programs well, but Obasi talk say make una do more well by supporting this our academic research institutions there for inside Nigeria. Yes, so they get chronic funding problem. Yes. Now, Sabi say education is sweet. Academic research is good well. So I beg us now they do for those people when they say one person go ask with 150 million like this, like that. Make una also they push them, they come our academic sectors. Big honor. Make una they remember our academic sector. Now waiting Oga Chrissy, Professor Chrissy Obasi come outside to come talk when I be that thing. For those of you now, we just they join us this in the Pidgin section of our morning show. And I said they always they tell us this in our section when they be say we they knock on the latest story concerning the happening things for inside the country, even though our community and our society. Now story concerning Professor Chrissy Obasi when he be say he don't come outside, come one. Say companies when it be say that they sponsor this Big Brother Nigeria, say make them they do it to also they look this our academic research institutions them, this our universities them also. Say yes, say make them try to assist in funding. Not be everything that they go they leave it for government. As they take do well when it be say that they fund this our Big Brother Nigeria income outside. But in they try talk now be say make them to try do well, they carry and enter our academic sector. Now waiting Oga Chris, Professor Chrissy Obasi, they try talk that be done. Now myself can't carry my own take enter for inside the family aspect you country people who are not do correct. Yes, so come say many of our parents them too they love this. Myself I like them or not like a better in the program in the good way. But make we know they allow our children they follow them like that. Especially those of our children when they say they never reach a youth, they never reach 18. Make una know they give them phone anyhow so they watch such programs. When I know they open television for them like that. Make una they always they provide kiddies channels for them. And make them get their own programs when they live. Because of course they know the name of those actors and actresses. Now this is just name. Mommy, this person did like this. Mommy, I saw this person. This is this person's name. Una go they call the name. Una think say the thing where the person they do for inside that program. The picking eye, you know they see them. I'm not talking say the program is not good, you. But plenty things there when you go wrong for inside, when it be say children that they pick it for inside, they learn. Country people not be so. So I beg, make una know they let our children to they watch programs, especially those ones when it be say they never reach 18 years. Yes, it gets advantage and it also gets disadvantage. Country people not be so. So parents, now me carry my own shift to come on our side, you. Say I beg, make our children they see they watch cartoon. See Bonnie and friends, cartoon plenty, Lion King, all of them, they teach a moral lesson. Yes. Some men are not look and say our children, like most parents say, now then they cause them. When I go see say Bikini go just be 9 years, 12 years, mama go give her free hand, say make it just a touch channels of television anyhow. Yes. Even the 70 generation where we say where they be say parents go look, say my baby don't grow big now. Picking of 12 years, the sake of say just grow fuku. When I go look and say, okay, now biggie picky. So today, country people on Sabi say don't even reach level. When it be say for secondary school now, picking go be 9 years. I think that when it be say we Sabi say that they do say to reduce the age to come down. Sabi say many parents now that they increase their children years by force. Yes, it happen now. They see them now, my country people. 9 years old pikin. E get one when e happen for my house concerning one exam when e be say children wan write it to go to JSS 1, my country people. This woman carry the pikin years by force to 13. The other one put the pikin to 12. Yes. 10 years old child when e be say e just grow big. So I beg make we no dey rush our children like that. Make we let them to get that solid foundation. Big onu. Not be just say pikin because pikin grow big, pikin just grow big. E come mean say you go come dey increase pikin age by force. As I be parents when e be say because of say dem talk say before you join the Nigerian army, before you join some kind of work, you must to reach 20. As from 18 to like that go up. 16 years old children, 17 years old children, they carry them go join, which is very bad. Especially this our army of nowadays, recruitment to police, all of them. Take of say their parents there for on top city for that place. 16 years old pikin, 15 years old pikin, they go push them, go increase in years by for sake of say the pikin should just grow fuku. Carry pikin go. Mental health in head never balance well. Pikin never strong for down, e not done. You carry pikin go push wakamu, push and go for front too. That pikin if he handle rifle. Pikin where you never beat it for us, you never train her, you never bend down well for us. You dey push am to go outside, say make you go join force. So I beg parents, make una dey calm down, una blood too dey hot. Yes. Make una allow una children to grow, reach that level before una go dey push them to go do some certain things. Before una go dey push them to dey watch program when e be say e pass them. So the thing when me I dey try talk now from waiting Mr. Obasi, Professor Obasi, come outside come talk now, be say, make we try. All these our companies them. When it be say I don't call now, Techno, Pepsi, Guinness Nigeria, Bet Nigeria, as now they do for these people, it good well. We dey hail now that they try. So they bring us such money to they award them, to they say this person don't win. So till they come reach 150 million. Now they do well, bo. But meanwhile, make una not forget our educational sector, our research institutions them. Make una not forget them. Make una also they also reach that their level. Now waiting Oga Chrissy Obasi, they try talk on and be that thing. Yes, you my country people, those of una when it be so now follow me touch light matter on Facebook at some TV. Even on YouTube at some TV live. Now sabi say me no go just draw the curtain like that without telling una thank you. I thank all of una when it be so now follow me touch light matter this morning in my country people. I still remain Esther Okas TV and I thank all of una once again for watching this Pidgin section. Nado.
Ladies and gentlemen, queens and kings of purpose, welcome to the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival 2025, where nearly 100 powerful minds, dreamers, doers, and defenders of humanity will be gathered at Taraba 2025. And I say to them, welcome to the spark before the wildfire and to the heartbeat of a legacy. Prince Homsuk Alex Jibrin is my name. I am the greatest grandson to the 23rd Longwo, third son to the Kanai of the Ko chiefdom, and a true prince. At Tarif, we will not only be telling stories, but we will be reviving the very soul of the people through film. In September 2025, Taraba will rise again as we invite you to experience, explore, and invest in the greatest epic film ever in the Kumbo Legacy Workshop. And this is where ancient tradition will meet with modern transformation. Because at Tarif, we shall be celebrating the strength, wisdom, and heritage of the greatest empire that has ever existed in West African history. And tomorrow, We shall immortalize it in art, film, and in fire. So storytellers, stand tall. The legacy is calling. Will you answer? Welcome to Tarif 2025. Let the revolution begin.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Sun TV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news, and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Sun TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Sun TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 24/7 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 247 financial transactions, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Market. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 247 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSub. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking product and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 247.